Dear retailers, you are not technology companies. Hi, I'm Edward Chenard from Siberian Data, and this video is about how retailers are often calling themselves technology companies and why that is such a bad idea. With the rise of Amazon, there have been a number of retailers coming out calling themselves technology companies. The chorus of retailers, and for that matter, other companies calling themselves technology companies, has only gotten stronger over the years. The fact of the matter is that these companies are not technology companies and should stop trying to be something they are not. Many of these retailers that are calling themselves technology companies are doing so because they feel the threat coming from places like Amazon and Silicon Valley. And they wrongfully conclude that if they call themselves a technology company, then they will be seen as in the same league as their new competition. What they fear is that customers and the market will look at them as less innovative and less competitive if they just say they're a retailer instead of a technology company. However, their thinking is often incorrect and one that leads to creating more competition for them than they originally had. If retailers are looking to help carve out a niche for themselves and be seen as different, they need to prove that they are different. And by calling themselves technology companies, often only are they just saying, not only are they just saying, hey, we're another Me Too company, but they're also adding to themselves even more competition than they had before. Let me explain further what I mean. Most of the companies that we look up to as being successful often focused on a small niche market and moved to monopolize those markets. Amazon didn't start out as being the retailer of the world and having technologies like AWS and machine learning services. They originally started out as being an online bookseller and had more books than your typical bookstore could have. They focused on a very small niche and then grew from there. They really dominated the book market and basically became the de facto bookseller that most of us gravitate towards now. I mean, really, the only competition they have now is Barnes & Noble, and for many people, they don't consider that much of a competition anymore. So they really took over the book-selling business and grew from there, monopolizing and dominating a market. So you want another example on that one? Let's look at Facebook as another example. Facebook started out as just focused on the Harvard student market. Then they moved to people that had gone to other universities. And then only after that did they open it up to everyone else. They didn't start out by boiling the ocean saying, hey, we're going to have billions of users on this platform and it's just going to be huge. They started out very small, very niche, and dominated each market and grew from there. This is exactly the opposite of what retailers are doing today when they claim they are a technology company. A good business model focuses on capturing a specific market and then moving on to the next market and capturing that. But when you say you're a technology company, you're saying, hey, I'm part of a multi-trillion-dollar market and I'm no longer competing in a small niche market, but I have so many competitors, I don't even know who they are or how many I have. So right off the bat, this approach is creating a strategy that is doomed to fail from the start. Another aspect of this which causes failure is that companies start calling themselves technology companies. The technology teams often start to control the conversation and the methodologies in which work is done. That's where you start to see agile processes take over the day-to-day operations. Agile is one of the worst methods of competitive practices that a company can employ. The reason for that is that there is no goal, and Agile is allowing teams or products to become subject to the whims of change. I know that a lot of people are going to say, oh, but that's not Agile. There's Agile as a theory, and then there's Agile that you often see practiced in retailers. And often retailers, that's how they're employing Agile. The team just decides, oh, this is what we want to work on for the next 2 sprints. This is what we're going to do. There's no focus. Absolutely none. They do no documentation. Absolutely none. And they really just kind of do their own thing for the most part because upper leadership isn't really watching them all that much to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. If you look at a lot of companies that we often look up to as success stories, they may be using Agile, but their strategy was certainly not influenced by it. Facebook and Amazon did not use Agile to iterate their way to becoming the multi-billion-dollar businesses they are today. They often had an Asperger's-like focus on their goals, which is in complete contradiction to how Agile is often used by many companies, particularly those in retail. And now, most recently, with the Amazon acquisition of Whole Foods, we have seen billions of dollars wiped out from the market from retailers and grocers alike. I'm sure many are thinking that they need to double down and become cloud providers or start developing machine learning and deep learning technologies to show that they are competing. But what they should really be doing is focusing on niches that are hard for other companies to compete with them. Some of the companies that are totally immune from Amazon right now are companies such as Costco. If you look at what Costco does with its membership club, it's hard for Amazon to really compete. Not because Amazon hasn't tried. I mean, look at what they have. They have Amazon Prime of their own, but still the Costco shopper is quite loyal. And full disclosure, I'm a member of Costco and Amazon. And I admit, I really enjoy shopping at Costco. I know I can probably find the same stuff online cheaper, but that doesn't matter. I still enjoy the experience. And that's what retail is really all about, the experience. When you shop on Amazon, it's kind of a DIY shopping experience. You're really doing all the work, not the retailer. So, they can give you lower prices because there's less of an experience being offered. Whereas a retailer that has a physical location, they're selling you an experience. So many retailers, and particularly their executives, have forgotten that retail is really an experience that people want to enjoy. Yes, I do shop online when I need something as an impulse buy of curiosity, or I can just order it right now and get it in a day or two at my house and enjoy it then. I'm okay with that, but I still like buying my groceries myself and some other items too. Because I like my fruits and vegetables to be fresh, and I like to choose them myself instead of somebody else, so I know I'm getting what I want. I go to the small local co-ops to do a lot of my shopping. It's far less expensive than Whole Foods and more personalized than anything else out there. At the end of the day, I enjoy the experience. I'm getting not just a product, but I'm getting an experience that really is something that is what a lot of us are looking for these days, an experience, not just a commodity. And so many retailers have forgotten experience is what separates them from everyone else. Monopolize the experience you wish to create for your customer, and no technology platform is going to replace you. However, so many retailers have forgotten the basic fundamentals of their business, which is to provide an experience for their customer. I can assure you, no one gives a damn about your Hadoop cluster, or that you have solid-state drives in your data center running your website. They just want the experience they're expecting and the products that they came to get. Stop pretending to be a technology company. you are going to lose that game no matter what. Focus on being a retailer that can monopolize and capture a market and truly own it. Only then will you be able to sleep at night and not worry about technology taking you out. Hey, if you liked this video, please subscribe. We have more coming, and have a nice day. Thank you.